So usually I start out these presentations with an old story about my time in Radio Shack and how the cell phone industry has evolved and the old ones that couldn't keep up with new technologies faded away. But yesterday I was in Estes Park, Colorado for a Highlands Festival, Scottish festival. If anybody has been to one of those, they run around in kilts and wave banners and generally have a lot of fun. And one of the friends I went with has been going for the longest time, and he knows the organizers personally. And so he and I got together with the organizer, the main chairman, and we were talking about membership, or not so much membership, but participation. This is their 40th year of doing this festival. 40 years of celebrating Celtic history, Scottish history, whatever. I mean, they have booths where you can look up your surname and find out just what your history is. And this year, their 40th anniversary was the lowest numbers that they have ever had. It's been declining over the years. So me being me, what do? I ask, so what have you changed? You're seeing a trend of lowering membership. What have you changed? And this gentleman is wearing a leprechaun suit. Little green hat, green suit, horrible Scottish accent. I mean, just, it sounds like something out of a bad sitcom. He said, well, what do you mean? I said, what do you mean, what do I mean? What have you changed? What have you altered? What innovations have you come up with to start bringing in a new generation? Everybody I see here today is above the age of 40, except for the little tots. I'm in the minority here. What have you changed? He kind of gave me another blank look. I said, for example, and it's great that you said there's going to be more uses of technology. For example, Target. I noticed the Target up here doesn't really have it, but down in Denver, every Target store has these big stone spheres, about that tall, that big. I've almost knocked into them a couple of times. So show of hands, who here knows or has heard of or even plays Pokemon Go? Okay, we got a few who know about it. Okay, I won't make you admit to playing it. What Target has done to bring in their younger generation is they have painted those big red spheres like Pokeballs. So you've got these, as you're walking into Target, you've got these gargantuan Pokeballs, and they've made their stores into Pokemon Go spots. They are bringing in the younger generation. They are adapting to what they need to do. They're adapting to how the new generations are thinking. They're changing. They're willing to embrace that change. And because of it, they're keeping their business. Now, my leprechaun had no clue. He's got an entire town that takes up this festival. An entire town of Pokemon stops that they could have advertised for and brought in younger generations, younger crowds. Not even going to. Not even going to think about it. And my friend and I, on our way back down the hill, were pretty much predicted that 5 years from now, that festival won't be around. They ended up having to double their prices this year just to make ends meet. Because they will not change. They will not adapt. Now, what's so wrong with change? A few years ago, I took a course on public speaking. And they said, don't use the word change. It means somebody's going to lose their job. Really? Use innovation. Use alteration. Use, whatever buzzword is going on. But let's face it, change is change. Okay, there is no sugarcoating it. And for some people, they flow like water. They adapt. They're enjoying it. They change just for change's sake. Some people change because they need to, because they want to keep going. They want to keep with the flow. Other people, they can't do it. They won't do it. They will not change. Back in 2013, there was a flood, massive flood, by my house in Colorado. Wiped out a whole mountain town, completely wiped out. And they were dragging people from their houses. No, I've lived here for 20 years. I'm not leaving this town. I'm not leaving this house. I'll die in this house. Everybody's seen that movie trope, okay? But it really is personality for a lot of people. They're scared of the new. What if I change and it doesn't work? Well, here's the fun part. You can change back and then change in another direction. What most people are afraid of when they're afraid of change is they're afraid of not being able to find something good in the new. They're afraid it's going to be hard. They're afraid it's going to be impossible to do. But it really is actually severely simple. You change your mind 100 times a day. Charles was talking about changing his mind about being in the insurance industry. Would you say when you were in high school, I'm not gonna be in, and where are you now? Okay. It's amazingly simple. Think of your commute to work every day. Maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever. Okay? You go down the same route every day, and then all of a sudden there's construction. So all of a sudden your 10-minute route has become a 15-minute route because you got to wait. And after 2 or 3 weeks of this, finally you get just frustrated with it. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm tired of being late. So you make another change. You may be sitting in the construction, decide, I'm going this way. That's change. That's instant. You changed your mind right like that. There was no thinking about it. There was no long deliberation. You did it in an instant. And it really is just that easy. Now, a lot of people say, you know, my environment won't let me. I have to think about it. I have to do it. And everybody here has made some decision where you've had to weigh the pros and cons. But the moment you made that decision, it was an emotional decision. You may have thought, you know, these are all my pros, these are all my cons. These are, you know, this is why I should do it, this is why I shouldn't do it, this is why I should do it. But the instant you made the decision to do it, or not to do it, it was instantaneous. And I know I use that word a lot, but it really is that simple. Every decision is an emotional decision, even with all the pros and cons. I mean, how many times have you made a decision and it was the wrong decision, even though you had this whole list of why you shouldn't do it? You did it anyway. The consequences came out terrible, but you did it anyway because your emotions made that decision. And that's how it is with everybody. We are emotional creatures. We don't think we are. We think we have all this logic to us. But at the end of the day, everything we do is based on an emotion. The problem that a lot of people run into is they don't realize that these emotions are going on. They don't watch the train of thought that's going on in their mind, and so when these emotions pop up a decision, they have no clue that it actually happened. They just know it happened. I made that turn, I'm going another direction. Completely unconsciously. Completely subconsciously. Now here's the fun part about why it's so easy to make a change. You may have heard that with PET scans and MRIs and fMRIs, they've discovered that your brain, that 8-pound mass inside your skull, fires the same exact way, whether you are looking at something and actually experiencing it, remembering the experience of it, or imagining the experience of it. Same exact firing pattern. Your brain cannot tell the difference between what's actually going on outside and what you're imagining. Now, does that mean we're all in the Matrix and have to learn Kung Fu? I hope not, because I'm terrible at sports. But this is why it's so easy to make a change. Because you really do create your own reality. Your interpretation of the things that come in. It's your imagination that makes the interpretations. It's not your logical mind, though I think we'd all like it to be, wouldn't it? It's your imagination. When you drive out of here, maybe get stuck in traffic. For you, stuck in traffic, why is this happening to me? It's terrible because it's your imagination and your mind saying, well, crap, it's bad, it's happening to me, and attaches a negative emotion to it. Now imagine, while you're sitting there in traffic, down the line, the cause of that traffic may be a huge accident. Maybe somebody's dead up there. It's a terrible thought, isn't it? But now, thinking about that, you've changed from why is this happening to me to, oh, those poor people. And now the experience has changed. It's a different experience. That being stuck in traffic is no longer a terrible thing. Now, you're thinking, I'm sitting back here patiently waiting while they get that poor person to the hospital or contact their family members. Completely different experience, isn't it? So with this, you can take control of that. You can harness that. One of the great buzz phrases out there right now is hack your brain. And you actually can. You can take control of what your imagination does and changes. And you can make the conscious change like that. Andy, can I swipe you? I promise this isn't the hypnotism part. I promise this isn't.
Dave already told you get that guy right there.
This isn't the hypnosis part, but this is, I think you'll find really interesting. So let's have a hand for him. All right. So here's what I'd like you to do. Okay. I'd like you to envision your goals right now. Okay. Go ahead and take your hands out of your pockets. Shake your hands out. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Okay. I promise this is not going to be humiliating. This isn't going to be denigrating, anything like that. Okay. This is actually going to be a great demonstration for you as well. Okay. So what I'd like you to do is rub your hands together, kind of sensitize them a little bit. Okay. Nice and hard. Get them warm. Now hold your hands out about like this. Okay. Now very slowly, thinking about your goals, thinking about the scope of your goals right now. Start bringing your hands together until you feel like you're pushing on something. Right about there, isn't it?
I don't feel anything.
Okay. No?
Is that bad?
Think hard about your goals. Think hard about your goals. Okay? And start bringing your hands slowly together until you feel like you're pushing on something.
Okay.
Okay? So, about there. All right? So now what I'd like you to do is close your eyes. Okay? Take a long, deep breath in. Okay. Now, right in between your hands, I'd like you to visualize your goals as a ball. Okay? You can visualize a soccer ball, ball of light, doesn't matter. Okay? Focus on that ball. That's your goals. That's the things you want to accomplish. That's everything you want out of life. Now imagine that ball getting bigger and bigger and bigger. These are your goals. These are your dreams. These are your aspirations. Bigger and bigger. Pushing on your hands, isn't it? Open your eyes. Now you've just made your goals that much more important.
Beautiful.
That's how simple it is. Go ahead. Thanks. That's how simple it is. A simple visualization. He thought about it. He made it a reality. He made it his new reality. Thank you. That's how easy it is. Now I'm going to show you a few other ways as well as we're going along. And the thing with hypnotism is everybody can be hypnotized. You'll hear people say, no, I can't be hypnotized, I can't be hypnotized. I will guarantee you that you can be hypnotized because you do it to yourself 100 times a day. My favorite example, and we were talking about this earlier, is everybody's been on a road trip before, right? Been driving down the highway, staring along, and all of a sudden you realize you can't remember the last 10 miles, last 20 miles, last half hour. Everybody got that one? Show of hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You hypnotized yourself. If you've ever sat down in front of Netflix and started binge watching a TV show, and if it's Game of Thrones, but all of a sudden you realize, I got to go back and rewatch that episode because I don't remember it. I zoned out. You hypnotized yourself. Going through in class, high school, junior high school, college, teachers droning on and on and on, and you zoned out and you don't remember a thing he said because you were paying attention to something else. Oh, look, a shiny mark. You hypnotized yourself. You do it 100 times a day. So everybody can be hypnotized. It's just, can you be hypnotized at this moment? Now, here in a moment, I am going to do a couple of tests to see who's just a little more open to it today. Thank you. But I'm going to give you 3 guarantees. Okay, the first guarantee is you do not have to come up here if you don't want to. Okay, this is voluntary. Not everybody is comfortable being up in front of everybody else. I thrive on it. I'm a ham, obviously. Second guarantee, if you do come up here, you will not be humiliated. I don't do it. Even for the shows that I do that are just plain fun, not even a corporate thing, it's just for fun. I do not humiliate anybody. It's just wrong. Third guarantee is that if you come up here and you sit in one of these seats, when we're done, you will feel more relaxed than you have in your entire life. I absolutely guarantee it. Because that's what hypnotism is. It's relaxation. When you were driving, you felt really relaxed, right? When you're zoned out in front of the TV, you're locked to that couch. Am I right? So, 3 guarantees. Do not have to come up here if you don't want to. You will not be humiliated if you do come up, and you will be more relaxed than you ever have. What we're going to do is, for the next few minutes, we're going to go through and I'm going to show you just how powerful that imagination is. Okay? I'm going to turn you guys into Steve Jobs, into Warren Buffett, into Bill Gates. Not actually, okay? But what you're going to see up here is what they do every day. Everyone you've ever heard of that's been called a visionary, okay, the massive successes in the business world, they hypnotize themselves every day. They take a few moments and they visualize their objectives. They visualize their goals every single day. What do I want to accomplish today? And they visualize it, just like these 3 visualized the balloons and the water and did a fantastic job at it. Okay? So, let me show you just how powerful this can be. Jessica? Mm-hmm. Okay, can I have you take a look at that exit sign? Mm-hmm. Deep breath in. sleep. Nice and relaxed. Nice and deeply relaxed. All the way. Nicely relaxed. There you go. Wonderful. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Brad.
Brad? Hey. Sorry, Brad. How you doing?
Yeah, nice to
Okay.
meet you.
Tell you what, take a pic and look at one of those pictures out there.
Okay.
Nicely relaxed. Actually, can I have your glasses real quick?
Sure.
I'll give them back to you, I
Yeah,
promise.
that's fine.
Don't want those getting broken. Tell you
Sure.
what, take a look at those pictures. Okay, keep staring at them. And sleep, nicely relaxed. Deeply, deeply relaxed. Deeply relaxed. And your name?
It's Brad.
Brad. Oh, wow. Okay, let me swipe your glasses, and I forget to get hers. I'll get hers in a second. Okay. Tell you what, just let your arm relax, okay? Right here, let your arm relax and sleep nicely. There you go. Wonderfully relaxed, wonderfully relaxed. Everybody up here, everybody I'm touching is feeling wonderfully relaxed. Now, again, loose and limp, completely relaxed. But you create your reality of a locked arm, completely locked tight. Tight like an iron bar welded to your shoulder. Completely locked. Okay? That's stuck. Okay? Iron bar, harder and harder, stuck, completely stuck. Completely stuck. Let's have you lean back, relaxed, completely relaxed. Iron bar, locked, completely locked, like in a piece of iron, stuck, iron bar stuck to your shoulder. It's not moving. Okay? Now here's the fun part. They could sit there like that for an hour. Hold your arm out. How long is it going to stay before your arm gets tired? Yeah. This is their reality. They now have an iron bar stuck to their bodies. This is their reality. And relax, completely loose. Other arm, completely limp, other than the brace. Iron bar, stuck. Harder and harder, harder and harder. And sleep, relax. That's how easy it is. Now, earlier I mentioned emotions. Okay? Every decision is an emotional decision. But what if you could change that every decision was a fun decision? So when I tap your shoulder, everybody up here on stage, when I tap your shoulder, you're going to hear the funniest thing you've ever heard. Funnier and funnier. Just laughing. It's so funny. It's 10 times funnier, 100 times funnier, 1,000 times funnier. It's the funniest thing you've ever heard. You're about to wet your pants. It's so funny. Oh my God. It's so funny. Oh, it's funnier and funnier, funnier, funnier. Sleep. That's control. And you can do this yourself. You never have to be at the whim of fluttering train of thought. You have this kind of control. Just the person I'm touching now. Your name is no longer Jessica. Your name is now E-I-E-I-O. That is your new reality. Your name is no longer Jessica, it's E-I-E-I-O. Give me a nod when you can understand and accept that. Okay. Okay. We'll come back to you. Brad, in just a moment, when I wake you up, you are going to have completely forgotten the number 4. It is gone from your mind, completely wiped, never existed. All right. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Come on up. Come on up. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Come on up. All right. So, okay, you got a name tag, but I still forgot your name. What's your name?
E-I-E-I-O.
Really? Is that, what nationality is that?
German?
Okay. Was that the name you chose, or was that your parents gave you that name?
My parents gave me that.
Okay. Is that first name, last name, whatever? What if I were to bet you $5 that your name is not E-I-E-I-O? Would you take that bet?
Yeah.
Okay, before you bet, okay. Who here would bet that her name is not E-I-E-I-O? Show of hands. Okay. Would you still take that bet?
Yeah?
Okay? You're sure?
Yeah.
Okay, before you bet. Okay? This is your reality. Do you think you're hypnotized?
I don't know.
Okay, it's a good answer. Okay, it's a good answer. All right, so you've got a name tag on you. Okay, what's that say?
Jessica.
Is that your name tag?
Must be.
So what's your name?
E-I-E-I-O.
This is her reality. Okay, Jessica, deep breath in for me. Sleep. Nice and relaxed. Okay. Brad, can I have you do something for me? Okay. I kind of lost count of how many people we've got here. Can you do me a favor, starting from here, count back. How many people are on this side?
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17.
Seems a little off. Tell you what, really quick, let's have you hold out your hand, okay? I'm going to point to your finger. I'd like you to count off your fingers, okay? How many fingers do you have on your hand there?
5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 3, 5.
How many threes?
1, 2, 3, 3, 5.
Does that seem right?
Oh, it's 5.
That's his reality. Okay, go ahead. Thank you. You change your reality every day. Okay, he's changed his reality. All right? Sleep. Nice and relaxed. Wonderfully relaxed. Right. What I'd like you to do is take a nice deep breath in for me and just sleep. Nice and relaxed. Now, for the person whose shoulder I'm touching, just the person whose shoulder I'm touching, in a moment, you are not going to be able to see anybody in this room. Everybody in this room has become invisible to you, but you can still hear them. You can't see them, but you can still hear them. 2, 3, wide awake. Okay, Brad? You see anybody in here? Other than...
No.
Okay. So, say something to him.
Hey, Brad.
What'd you hear?
Someone called my name.
Okay. Just say
What
hi.
color of shirt do you have?
It's white.
Okay, who said that?
Don't know. Someone.
All right.
What color slacks do you have on today?
They're black.
Who are you talking to?
A voice. Someone.
Okay. Do you see anybody in this room?
There's no one here.
Okay. This is his reality. It's that easy to change. It's that easy to alter. You can do this to yourself. Okay, Brad, 1, 2, 3, and sleep. Nicely relaxed. Deeply relaxed. Sleep. Nicely relaxed. Right. For everybody on stage here, everybody, all my volunteers, I want you to think of a goal you've got. Think of a goal that you want to achieve in the next couple of years. I want you to visualize that goal in front of you. See it. See the ultimate goal in front of you. Every other suggestion I gave you while you've been up here is completely wiped away, completely gone. But see that goal and make it bigger and brighter and brighter and brighter still. And in just a moment, I'm going to have you come up wide awake. Any other suggestions I gave you are completely wiped away, feeling wonderful, feeling great, but that goal is the brightest you've ever seen it. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Come on up. Let's give him a hand. How do you guys feel? Feel pretty good? Okay. You were wonderful. Guys, your glasses are right there behind you. Go ahead and take your seats back again. Thank you again. Let's give them another hand. This is not a parlor show trick. This is not something for kids shows for high school parties. You have that power. You can do it. Your goals, you can make them a reality. your goals, you can make them a reality. You can spend 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes. Okay? That's how much time, that's actually a fraction of the time most people take to play on Facebook, YouTube, checking your emails, checking those weird spam ones that I don't know why I'm getting that email. 15 minutes a day, even 5 minutes a day. Sit in your desk. Imagine your goals. Imagine what you want to achieve. What is it that you want out of life? Make it real. Make it tangible. Make it big, make it bright, make it wonderful, and you'll find change happens like that. It really is just that easy.